This is not a big secret, but the Fever case is currently dropping even further in price. As you can see, the cheapest one selling for 78 cents. Up on the graph, it's not looking too good, I would say. Generally, across the last couple of months, it has decreased a lot in price, I would say. In the future, I still think there's a lot of upside. Generally speaking, a lot of people are opening these cases, and I think long-term there is a future for it. The real question is, when is Valve going to release the new update, which is going to introduce maybe a new case, or discontinue the last CS2 Armory case in history? We'll see where it goes, guys. Tell me your predictions in the comments, because I'm also kind of interested and hyped. Alright, here's a sneaky investment in my opinion, the Max 7 Copper Coated from the Anubis Collection, and to be exact, we're looking here at the factory new conditions, and always look at the cheapest possible good float. I mean, generally speaking, these can be in pretty low floats, right? They can be 0.000. It's gonna be a little bit less liquid, but generally speaking, these blue skins in a factory new condition could be the next pump. That's at least my prediction up on these skins. I'm definitely interested. I know it's kind of expensive, but I will be still taking the risk. That's at least my opinion upon it. I've seen these selling on third-party websites for around like 12 euros, somewhere in that area, so you can definitely snap some good floats for that price. I've seen some really nice floats selling for not a lot of overpay, which is kinda a great investment, at least that's my opinion upon it. I'm not a big hater of the grey skins from the Control collection, because these have been used up over the past few years so much, and the supply of these is already kinda limited. These ones in the factory new condition are selling on a Steam community market for around like 5 euros, somewhere in that area. Obviously it's not one of the most desirable skins, but I do see the potential up in these, just because they will be like kinda collector's item at this point, because the supply is getting smaller and smaller day by day up on these. Traded is an instant secure CS2 trading site. Do you want to sell your skins to get some new ones? Traded got you. Traded has over 800,000 skins you can choose from right now. Over 500 million trades were already made here. You also have a 24/7 support, which is very nice. And if trading is not for you, don't worry, Traded got you, because you can buy a lot of skins with the built-in marketplace, which has a lot of different nice looking skins. Also a lot of sales going on right now. The instant sell feature, you can sell your skins directly for some nice balance, and people who sign up with my code will get $5 for free on the first trade, up to 45% bonus on the first trade or store top-up balance. Click the link in the description. And thank you Traded for sponsoring this video. The Mag 10 Oceanic from the Spectrum 2 collection, also one of my favorite collections in the game, just because you can use these skins up to get some reds. At the end of the day, you can use the reds for some nice knives with some gem finishes like ruby, black pearls. Absolutely amazing knives, which cost also a lot up on the market even after the gold trade up update. And that's why I think these mil-spec skins in the factory new conditions are the way to go. Absolutely beautiful in my opinion, definitely matching with a lot of loadouts. I think it's a beautiful blue looking skin, and you definitely should use it as a play skin. That's at least my opinion upon it, and I will be also stacking up myself up on these if the price doesn't explode until that point. You can clearly see it has been quite cheap before. 1 euro around that area has risen to like 3 euros, came all the way down. It's kind of volatile, I would say, a little bit. Currently the cheapest one is 2.54 euros, and the buy orders, 16 buy orders for 2.48 euros, which is kind of insane. One was even sold for 4.89 euros, probably with a super nice float up on it, which is also very important. If you find some nice floats for market value, definitely go for these, because there's definitely others that will be paying overpay for these. Also, here's a fun fact about this sticker 3D Max foil. Some of you guys in the comment told me to check it out, because there's a lot of people that are attaching these on a new AK crane flight, because you can make some nice crafts with this sticker, and it actually has also risen in price, but is already coming back down, just like the Froggles back in the day. So as you can see, it costs around like 30 cents up on the Steam community market, was before like at around 10. That's a nice 3x, but we have seen also a 5x. 50 pieces of these were sold somewhere in that area for 53 cents. Which is kind of insane in my opinion. And as you can see, we've came a little bit down. In the future, it's not gonna uphold a lot, because not a lot of people will be doing these crafts unless it will be always popular. But also the Froggle solos are not as popular, because not a lot of people actually enjoy the fake Titan holos, for example. So I think it's just a trend, and it's gonna be over soon. So be very careful upon these stickers. I would not be chasing them right now. Of course, I always aim for the factory new conditions, especially in collections like the Revolver case, because the condition upon these skins is super important. Even though it looks battle scarred because of all the scratches up on here, it's still in the factory new condition. And the knives, it will be nice to get these skins in the factory new condition, to be able to trade them up for the knives in the factory new condition in the future. And I think the Revolver case is also currently undervalued, but to be exactly, I don't like investing only into cases. That's why I'm also going for some mil specs out of this collection. And as you can see up on the Steam graph, it has been worth around like 2 euros, and ever since it started rising like absolutely crazy. Some were sold for over 10 euros, which is absolutely insane. The buy orders are around at 8 euros and the cheapest one selling is 9, which is also not the best price. On third-party websites you could definitely find some better deals up on these, but I don't think they will be crashing a lot in the future just because they will be used up in trade-ups quite a lot. The new trade-up era is here, as I already said in one of our previous videos. Also, we're currently giving away this Glock 80 Nuclear Garden. If you want to participate and win this skin, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and make sure that your Steam trade link is in your YouTube description so I can see it and send you the skin right away if you win. I wish to all of you the best of luck, and let's get right into the next investment on our list. The R8 Revolver Phoenix marker is not that popular, I would say, and it's from the Revolver collection. Not a lot of people know this skin, but as you can see up on the graph, in the last couple of weeks it has absolutely exploded in price. Is currently going a little bit down in price. But generally speaking, as you can see, there's definitely a lot of buy requests for these at 28 euros starting. There's still a lot of potential in great discontinued skins because the supply of these can never increase. It will only be going down from this point on. And generally speaking, these skins are already quite rare. I mean, it's not a gray skin to be exact, it's a light blue, but from the Revolver collection, which has been already discontinued for a while. And I can also compare these to some gray skins from some other discontinued collections, because these have been also quite cheap upon the markets, because nobody cared about them. And at one point, the supply was so much down that people started being interested in all of a sudden just because it started being limited. As you can see here, it was selling around at like 82 cents, at 70 cents, even at 69, somewhere in that area. And over the time it has been rising slowly in price. Not a lot of investors were interested in this skin, and currently the price is reaching absolutely new all-time highs, which is insane. Ever since the gold trade-up update, the M4 Ebon's Printstream from the Operation Broken Fang hasn't seen rises in price. Rather, it has declined by a lot, because a lot of people were not willing to put these into some trade-ups to get some knives, for example, right from the Broken Fang collection. And the price dipped ever since, and I think more people actually started using these in trade-ups, even though it's a great play skin in my opinion. Has a lot of potential as well. I think in the future these skins will be rising because the supply of these will be only decreasing, because you can actually use them up in trade-ups, which is insane. This means some of these skins will be reaching new all-time highs maybe in the future once we hit maybe new player accounts and stuff. As you can see, this skin has always been kinda bullish. It was always very demanded, has been selling for 300, even more euros, 350 as you can see here. And ever since it has dropped below like 100, 200 euros, even below 200 as you can see here, sometimes sold for very cheap. I mean, on third-party websites you can obviously find some better deals up on these, but I think it's a great investment. And if you have these skins, I would definitely not be selling them right now. Always, the CS2 market is very volatile. Any skin can drop at the end of the day all of a sudden for no reason, because we do not own these skins, Valve does. I mean, the real question is, where is cash? Is it going to come with the new Armory update? Is it going to be a collection that's going to be introduced to the Armory update as well? This is the real question, and I think once cash returns, a lot of people will be returning to CS2, because a lot of people that have left the market, for example, after the gold trade-up update, or generally after the CS2 release, they didn't like the game. It had a lot of bugs and stuff, it wasn't finished yet, right? So that's why I think once cash comes back, a lot of OG players will be returning to the game, which will be benefiting the market in the long run, in my opinion. And a lot of people could get back into the skins market, and some of the skins could start looking bullish again when the market bleeds. Like in these times, I think it's a great opportunity for us to start investing. I know it's kind of hard because you have no idea, is this skin gonna perform good or is it gonna perform bad, because there's no Armory update right now. But during these uncertain times, usually people start to make some money. That's because a lot of skins are on third-party websites selling for super cheap. People are panic selling as well. So if you're interested in other CS2 investment videos, definitely also go ahead and watch my other videos.